Good afternoon. It is December 26th, the day after Christmas. But Christmas lasts until January 6th, the Feast of Three Kings. At least in my mind. Actually, for me, Christmas is like the day after Thanksgiving until January 6th. That's how I like to celebrate Christmas. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm Margie, the bootleg knitter. And I talk about things fiberish, things sheepish, spinning, knitting, a little bit of crocheting. I actually have some crocheting today I'm going to share with you. I'm so excited. And other stuff, mostly fiber stuff. I wanted to talk a minute about why I do these videos. It's not to be an influencer. I feel in my heart, I'm a natural born teacher. I love to share. I just love to share. Like if I know something and I'm excited about it, I want to share it. And I love teaching. So by hopefully sharing some of these videos, I might be sharing the love of fiber. Maybe someone will watch it and be interested in how to crochet or how to knit, or maybe it'll just help someone. Maybe they're, feeling a little low and I'm hoping like, hey guys, maybe that'll pick them up a little bit. It's the whole idea of paying it forward. I know that was a big thing, I don't know, years ago about, pay it forward. But for me, that's really how I'm really trying to live my life. What can I do today to pay it forward? And do it when no one's looking. That's the big thing. Don't brag about it. Don't tell people about it. You just do it because it's making someone else's day better. So I feel like if you try to make your household better, maybe, you tend to be a little grumpy, or maybe for me, I've been trying to do more of the dishes. So it's not so much on my husband to do the dishes, or pick up after myself. That's my big thing. Pick up after myself a little more, so I'm starting with my household and then out into my neighborhood and out into my community. And even when I travel, what can I do today to make someone's day better? And it doesn't have to be anything huge. It could be holding the door and giving them a smile. I think if we all did that a little more, stopped looking at what, I, me, and start looking at how can I help you? Then it doesn't mean that you give up yourself. Absolutely not. You have to take care of yourself. If you yourself are not in a good place, it is really hard to do that. But sometimes by reaching out to others and helping others, you end up building up yourself. By sharing your love, you build your love. By looking for ways to be positive, you become more positive. And that's what I really, really believe. So that's why I do these videos. I love to share. I love to teach. Yeah. So I know I said so again. I keep using that word. I think every time I'm going to say it, I'm going to put like a dime in a box or something. Anyway, I actually learned how to crochet before I learned how to knit. And even though I go by the name, the bootleg knitter, my son gave me that name one night. I actually learned how to crochet first. And the very first thing I learned how to crochet was a really complicated blanket. And I remember this lady I was working with, her name is Janet, and she was like, you had to pick this really complicated pattern. And, if you don't know, you don't know. So in my brain, it wasn't that complicated. Now sometimes, now that I know certain things, I'm like, oh, that's intimidating. But before you know that something's intimidating, you just jump right in, right? So I learned how to crochet, and then I discovered knitting, and I actually really love knitting. I like knitting more than crochet. But I was recently at a fiber festival, and I got this absolutely lovely fiber. It is llama. Now, it's soft, it's nice, and it's chunky. But what I really like about it, it's almost like hand knit yarn. It goes thick, it goes thin, it goes thick, it goes thin. Like some places, it's almost lace weight. Like right here, you can see, there we go, look how thin that is. And in other places, like here, it's really, there's my little finger, my fingernail. It's really thick and chunky. And I like that because with hand spun yarn, when you first learn how to spin, it goes thick, thin, thick, thin, thick, thin, thick, thin. And people go, oh, my yarn is horrible. No, your yarn is beautiful. Because when you have yarn like that and you make something as simple as a cowl, it adds texture. So I was just hanging out this morning. I do have a couple things I have to work on. But like I said, we've been running around nonstop, I feel, for like a week and a half. And I'm like, I just want to hang out in my pajamas today. Yes, I am still in my pajamas. I have my my gingerbread pajamas on, gingerbread man pajamas with my, let me show you my pants. They're so cute. They're my pants. And we've been hanging out all day. We traveled yesterday, so it does feel really good to stay home. I know I have 3 dogs. My one is a rescue, and he just totally missed me. We did have a dog sitter come over. She's actually our neighbor, and she's really sweet. My Allie. Thanks, Allie. If you see this, thank you. The dogs love her. So she came over a couple times, let them out and fed them. So it wasn't like they were alone all day, and I know she hung out with them for at least a half an hour every time she came over. But you know, he has some separation anxiety issues anyway, so he really missed me. And he was just hanging on me all morning. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna stay and relax and hang out today. And I've really been enjoying it. I got a fire going. If you hear a slight hum in the background, it's actually, we have a coal stove. So I do wood coal. The guy said you can do wood as well. And it has a blower, so that when you have the coal, the blower keeps the coal hot. So, and that is the slight hum noise, is the fan in the back of the stove. So my house is nice and toasty. I think it's 74 degrees in here now. Sometimes, oh my God, the other night it was like, it was gonna be cold. It was gonna be 5 degrees. So that night before I went to sleep, I got it up to 80 degrees in here, 81 degrees. It was so hot, I was sweating. But the heat didn't go on until 5 o'clock in the morning, because I think I went to bed at 11:30, 12 o'clock. So I kept the fire cranking until then. Excuse me. And my house is really big, large open space. So it takes a lot to heat it, and it doesn't last as long as if it was a really small room. So about 5 o'clock, the heat kicked on. But that was good, because normally it would be on much longer, especially when it's only 5 degrees out. So what am I doing today? I'm not totally done this yet. This is a cowl. It's just a simple, very simple concept. I just did a crochet chain. I did it around my head so I knew that I could fit it over my head. So I did the crochet chain around my head, just a chain. The first row I did a single crochet. Then I did 2 rows of double crochet, a row of single. Well, I did, single, double, and then I went into the back of the stitch, double crochet, single, double, single into the back of the stitch, because I wanted again a little bit more texture, so you can see how right here and right here I have the lines. That's where I went into the back of the stitch. Again, it just adds, and right here too, it just adds more texture to it. And then I decided it needed some bling, right? It needed a little wah. So I remembered that downstairs in my really messy craft room, which I have to clean, I know. Anyway, I had some beads. So I am putting some beads along the top edge. Now this is soft, and I'm thinking for most people it probably would not bother them, but my neck is really sensitive. Let me pull this down. There we go. All right, here we go. I still have to do the back. That way the bead work is all the way around. Look how pretty it just adds, it's a little itchy, but not too bad. Again, my neck is uber sensitive. I absolutely love it, right? With a black turtleneck underneath. That would look, all right, it doesn't go with the red, I know, but, or the gingerbread man, but with a black turtleneck or a navy blue turtleneck, even, you know, something like that, this would look absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. So I am going to sell this. Anyone's interested, you can reach out to me. Absolutely beautiful, right? I just have to finish, again, putting the beads on the back. Okay, so yeah, let me take this off now. Boop, 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 boop. All right, when I am done this, I just, again, have to do the beads around the back. Let me just reach down here for a minute. I am working on, hang on. Get up here. Ugh. I got it. Here is my little loom. This is my little Cricut loom. I absolutely love it. See, do Cricut 15-inch loom. What I love about it is I can sit here in my recliner. I can take it in the car, and I can weave back and forth. So what I'm doing, let me pull my phone over here, you guys, is this is linen. Now it's kind of hard because it needs to be washed. The more you wash linen, the softer it is. This is going to just be a nice, simple table runner. I'm really trying to focus on keeping my edges nice. I originally got it to do on that loom over there, but I decided to do it on this instead. And what I think I'm gonna do, if you see the little spaces here, I think what I'm gonna do is after it's done, I have some silver thread downstairs, embroidery thread, like glittery silver. On the two ends, I'm gonna put some snowflakes on either end, or maybe in white, I'll do some snowflakes. Maybe snowflakes on this end, snowflakes on that end. And then of course I'll wash it to soften it up, and then it'll be a table runner. It's probably gonna be a gift. I think my oldest son would be able to be a gift for him. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But this is what I think I'm gonna do with it. I think it's gonna be a gift. I do tend to give away a lot of my stuff. So that is that. And then, after I'm done that, you see I have my spinning wheel here. This is my Kromsky. And down on my spinning wheel, this one, no, not that one, this one. This one is a whole bobbin full of my sheep's wool. That's a single. And then I'm almost done spinning on my Daedalus right over here. I have almost another bobbin full, and I have a bag full of fiber right there. So I'm gonna spin some of that up in a little bit, and then I'm gonna make a 2-ply out of it. I already have about 400 yards, and I still have some to wash. So I'm thinking when I apply this, I'm hoping I'll have another almost 200 yards. I don't know how much I'm gonna get all total. My dream was to have like 1,000 yards and make a sweater. But again, I don't think I'm gonna have that much. So if I don't have that much, I'm thinking a pair of maybe fingerless gloves. Oh, this white, but I'm probably gonna dye them anyway. I'm probably gonna make them and then chuck them in a dye pot. I'm gonna either do red cochineal or blue indigo, or maybe I'll do purple. I'll over dye and do purple. I'm not sure, but I really do like the Susie Rogers reading mitts, but I think I'm gonna change it a little bit. I love the picot edge, absolutely love it. So I'm definitely gonna do that for the top. I like a snugger fit on my wrist. So I think I'm going to do a rib on the wrist. And then when I move into the mitt, I'll do some of the lace work that she has in her pattern. And then when I get to the top, I'll do the picot edge that she has in her pattern. So I'm probably going to tweak it a little bit just because I said I made them for a friend and they came out absolutely gorgeous. I just don't like it, well, I have a skinny wrist. I like it snug. I don't like it like loose. I don't know why. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I have a lot of things going on today, but I don't if I don't want to. It's just a nice, sorry, oh my God. A nice relaxing post-Christmas day. Hanging out. Dogs are hanging out, mom's hanging out, husband's hanging out. Yeah, so what are you all doing? Please comment, tell me what you're up to. If you can follow my Instagram as well. Instagram, I'm the Bootleg Knitter. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and I could share my future fiber stuff with you. I have my next year's schedule is already getting really busy. I'm teaching a lot. Thank you. I'm so blessed. Thank you. I'm so blessed to have great friends and great opportunity to do a lot of teaching this year. That's really what I moved here 4 years ago, and that was like one of my goals was to do historical demonstrating, which I'm doing a lot of, but I also wanted to teach more, and I'm so blessed that has come to fruition. So I'm teaching some drop spindle classes, I'm teaching spinning, open fire dyeing, doing some seminars on fiber, fleece to fiber, or fleece to fabric. I was just asked from a homeschool group to do some here in my town, to do some stuff for them, and now that's for the kids. So I only charge the kids what the cost of my yarn is going to be. I do not charge them for what I'm doing. So if we do open fire dyeing with the kids, I just ask for a couple dollars to cover for the cost of the yarn. And other than that, I do the kids, homeschool kids, I do for free. Like when I go to Joanna Furnace, I do that for free because it's for the kids. Daniel Boone Homestead, I do it for free because it's for the kids. They just have to cover, any expenses. And a lot of times that's why I sell the yarn I make, because it helps cover the expenses. So I could do the kids' programs for free because, again, they're the future. Remember, pay it forward, right? But I'm not rich and famous, so I need to make some money somewhere. Okay, well, everyone have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.